welcome back to my channel, and I am so excited to come back again in 2026 bringing fresh energy, bringing new energy, and just being the most authentic I've ever been, and just be honest with you guys. And I feel like before I spent a lot of time looking perfect, and now I'm just showing up as I am in daily life. So hopefully you can resonate with that and see if you want to take anything out of it. As you saw, the title for today is How Did I Manifest My Dream Partner? I'm going to give you all the things that I wish I knew when I was wanting to have a boyfriend, when I was actually looking for a partner. Without a further ado, let's get into it. Okay, you are here because you want to know how I manifested my dream boyfriend. So I'm going to give you all that I know and all that I've learned over the years. I've been dating my partner we've been in a relationship for about 3.5 years now. He asked me to be his girlfriend on my birthday. Idiot, stole my life, but I still love him to death. So we made a deal. He's not going to propose to me on my birthday or on his birthday or any of those days, because that is not happening. I want to talk about, first of all, that yes, you should absolutely have a boyfriend. You should absolutely love your partner, and your partner should love you. But the first thing I'm going to say is make sure, always make sure that you are filling up your own cup before. If you are pouring from an empty cup, that's not going to go well. Not going to go well for you, not going to go well for your partner. So one of the biggest lessons I have learned is always choosing yourself first, loving yourself first. And that way we can actually pour that love to our partner, to our parents. That's the most important part. Now, understanding how I manifested my dream boyfriend. I'm not any different. I am a very average human girl like anybody else living on this planet. And I used to be really desperate, to be honest. I feel like I'm qualified to give you this advice, because if this was me 3 years ago, I would want to know this advice. And I feel like this would change a lot of things in my life when I'm seeking for a partner, when I'm manifesting for my partner, and what sort of partner and what sort of relationship I want. Number one is learning and understanding your own flaws and your own strengths. When I say understanding your own flaws and your own strengths, meaning where do you lack in a relationship? So if you've had any past relationships, let's say you haven't had any relationship, in a friendship, in a relationship with your parents, where do you lack? Where do you feel like your strength lies? And by understanding that, you will be 100% sure as to what you're bringing on the table. So when you're going on a date, you'll be like, okay, I have done my self-reflection. I know what I want. I know what my flaws are. I know where I can improve. I know what my strengths are, and I need a partner who knows that. So instantly, from a big pool of fishes where people are just dwindling around, just it narrows that down, and people who are self-reflective as you are automatically will start seeing that. You automatically see the people who are as reflective as you are, who are wanting the same things, well, not same, but similar things as to your values. So I feel like that really helps, and I feel like that really helped in my relationship. I have actually figured that out like as I went through my relationship, and I kind of feel like there were a lot of unnecessary fights because I wasn't aware of that and my partner wasn't aware of that. So understanding the flaws. So one of my flaws is I get angry really easily, and I am so hot-headed that sometimes I'm very unreasonable when I get hot-headed, when I get angry. So my partner understands that. My partner knows when I'm angry, he needs to be the patient one so that I can calm down and I can see the other side of the story. But my strengths in that same category are that I'm very passionate. I am very passionate about the people that I love. I'm passionate about the effort that I put in for the people that I love. And that is such a big strength that I have, and my partner sees that. And I'm not saying being angry is wrong and being passionate is right. I'm saying these are just things that I embody, and I am trying to improve how angry I get, but I'm also trying to improve how passionate I can get. Sometimes it can be overbearing. My passionate emotions can be overbearing for other people, and I need to realize that, and I need to tone it back in. Never for my partner though, but just for other people, and I understand that. Number 2 is recognizing what love stories you're surrounded by. So understanding what sort of love story your parents had. Were they together their whole life, or were they separated? Did you have any other love stories around you when you were growing up? Do you have any of your friends who had these cute love stories? Or did you see really, terrible things happening in a marriage, in a partnership, in a relationship? What sort of things you're surrounded by? Because I'm a firm believer that you are a product of the 5 people you are around with. So if you were around all these toxic couples, you're naturally going to possess that traits, and you're going to bring them into your relationship. So once you understand what stories you're around, you're going to decide then, when you get into a relationship, what story do you want to create? Obviously, you don't want to create negative story, or you don't want to break up with them. Like, that's never the goal. I'm not saying that is, but I'm saying that being intentional is really important. So the next point ties into the love story, basically understanding and figuring out what sort of love story you want to create. Like I said, it doesn't have to be, obviously no one goes into a relationship thinking that they're going to break up, but understanding and having a map in your brain, like, okay, so I want to have a relationship where we write love letters to each other every single month, or we go out on a date night every single week. Despite the fact that you don't have a partner right now, understanding and having those clear set intentions before you have a partner helps you manifest someone who will have similar aligned values. And that is so important. You can't have someone who's complete opposite and you have nothing in common, or who just wants to fight, and who is not intentional, who doesn't know what they want. Like, would you want that partner? I know I wouldn't want that partner. And that is so important. And I feel like it took me and my partner a year and a half to figure out, to understand, to know one another. And that's always going to happen in any relationship. But getting to a middle point where you will do things together and have fun with each other and get comfortable with each other to actually do those things. Because initially, when you start a relationship, everything's nice. It's honeymoon phase. But slowly down the track, when things start to fade, the newness of this relationship loses its new spark. And when the comfortable starts to set in, things start to change, right? So understanding that really helps you clarify the intention of having a partner and of having a relationship together. Number 4. And this has been one of the biggest lessons in my relationship. And I think my partner is really independent. He can manage things on his own. But me, being little princess, I want my partner around me 24/7. 24/7. I am a clingy girl. I love my partner. I am my boyfriend's girl. Like, I just love being around him. So when I understood that your partner cannot be your everything buddy, it hit me. Because I was like, I had this thing in my brain, and I was like, well, your partner should be your best friend, and your partner is your partner in crime. You go to have coffees together, have brunch together, go movies together, go work out together, go work together. Like, and I'm not saying that's the wrong thing. And if it works for people, it works for people. But as human, one person cannot be our everything buddy. It cannot. Psychologically, it's all wrong. You're expecting too much of a person. Like, you are expecting too much from that person. And I love the idea of my partner being everything for me and me being perfectly and everything for him. But that's just certainly not true. There are some things that I don't like. I don't like playing video games. He loves playing video games. I love going shopping. He hates going shopping. So I can't expect him to constantly shop with me, or he can't expect me to constantly play video games with him. So there has to be a balance. But you know what we do love doing together? We love dancing together in our living room. We love cooking together. We love watching TV together. We love going out on dates together. And that's something we both enjoy and we can do. But we can't do every single thing together. And that's an important and hard lesson everyone has to learn at some point. And if you're an independent girly, love that for you. I wish that was innate for me, but it isn't, and I have learned that, and I'm still learning that. So Good for you. I'm proud of you. And number 5, never be afraid to go out on dates. And there are going to be some dates that are going to go sideways. Obviously, safety is important, so make sure that you're safe. But going out on dates, you know, and some days people are going to cry on the dates, like it happened with me. Don't be afraid for some dates to go sideways, because at the end of the day, you are searching for love. I, for once, can say that do not give up on love, because at the right time, the right person will find you, because you'll be the right person for them. So these were all the points that I had for this video. I just want to mention that all these points are amazing. You can definitely manifest your dream partner from these points, but understanding that you are a human and the person you're looking for is also a human, and when you go out on a date, if he does something, if he makes a mistake, don't think of it as a red flag. That's one of the biggest things I hate about today's generation, where everything is a red flag. The biggest red flag of all is if they say that they are perfect and they don't want to improve. That's called a red flag. And as much as I love you, I am also bringing you an honest mirror here, because you can't just go off on a nick, which is a social media made concept. We are not following stupid lame trends. We have our own person. We can see and think and research on our own and figure out what information to put in our brains. Well, that's it for me today. If you like this video, please don't forget to comment down below what was your favorite part, what was your favorite advice, and let me know what sort of content you would like to see from me. Take care. Love you. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love you. Bye.